got another one. That's time.
When I wake up in the morning, I roll up and count.
Hey guys, I'm making this video upon request. This is making a custom control. Start off by going new, create new project. I'm going to choose a Windows Forms control library, and we'll just name it new button. Okay, when it opens, you'll come up to this screen. Don't worry too much about this. We'll be using this as like a test canvas. You want to go to Solution Explorer, right click on your project name, click Add New Item. You want to add a class. You name the class whatever you want. So flat bottom. We'll add that, and now you've got a new class. First thing you want to do is public. Want to import using system Windows Forms and using system drawing. Okay, we'll make an initializer. So actually first we'll inherit the properties of the button. So this basically just uses all the properties assigned to the button control. Now we'll make an initializer, so public flat button. So whatever we want to run when this button is dropped onto the form, we'll go in here. So if you want to change the back color, we'll change the back color actually to this back color equals color dot dodgy blue. Okay, now seeing as we're going to be painting it ourselves, we'll override the paint event. So protected, override on paint. Now this line, basically this line calls its own paint event first, so it'll paint the control and then we do our code down here. But in this case, seeing as we're going to completely create the control, we can remove that line. Okay, now we've got graphics already, which are implemented in here. Actually, yeah, we'll just use these graphics. So first thing you want to do is event.graphics.fill rectangle, and this will fill a rectangle. To get the color, to use the color of the rectangle, we'll go. First, we need to create a new brush, which is a solid brush. You can only fill objects with a solid brush. So new solid brush, and we put the color in here that we want the rectangle to be. So we'll make it this dot back color. And now, here is where it gets tricky. You want to basically, how this is calculated is by x-axis and y-axis. So the starting x-axis will be 0 because we're going to paint the whole thing, and the starting y-axis will be 0. So the ending x-axis, make it this width and this height for the y-axis, and that'll create a rectangle on the screen. We can test it by building the project. Go and use the control 1. Scroll on the top of our toolbox and you'll see flat button, which is your control. That's basically all we got at the moment. Next thing you want to do is you want to add text. The code for this is tricky, so I've got it written down already. I'll explain it when I drop it down. And just before we start, we'll make the forecolor white. Okay, alright, as I was saying here, this is just alignment of the text to the point. So we specify a point, and then these flags align the text that it draws. this is a text renderer. It basically just draws text. You can also go pevent.graphics.draw text, but we'll just do it this way. Fix it up, sorry. Pevent graphics. Alright, so when you use text renderer to draw text, you have to specify the graphics, the text you want to write. Because we inherited the button properties, we'll use this button's text. We can also use the font from this, and this is the part I had trouble with, aligning it to the center completely. So what I did was create a new point, which was this width plus 3 and this height divided by 2, and here's where we set the forecolor of the text, and we use these flags. So now if we go here, we'll build our solution, go to toolbox, and we'll drop our flat button back on there, and now we've got text in the center. It's not much of a control though, so what we'll do now is we'll add a hover event, so when we hover over the button it will change colors. So we want to override the hover event. We'll actually use mouse enter. Mouse enter is a much more better event to override. And seeing as we're not actually completely overriding the function of on mouse enter event, we can leave the base on mouse enter right here. So what we'll do is back color equals color dot, I don't know, dark orchid. Okay, so now when we hover over it, it'll go purple. Now we want to add a leave event, so when the mouse leaves it goes back to the original color. So we'll do the same thing, protected, override, but this time we'll be overriding the mouse leave. Back color, dodgy blue, but that's still not much of a control. We'll do two more things. We'll change the color when we click it, so protected, override, we'll override the on mouse down event, and back color equals color royal blue. And now because we made a mouse down event, it'll stay that color, so we need to fix that. So we override the mouse up event, back color equals color dot blue. Okay, so now this is what we got. We'll go to user control 1. Actually, we'll build our project first. We will place a flat button on here, and yeah, we'll test if everything works. Oh, 1. Yep. Check that color works. That color works. Okay. Now you notice if we start it, when we hover over it, go purple, click it, it'll go royal blue, mouse up, it goes back to dodger blue. Now I'll show you how to add settings to this so we can change the mouse down and the mouse up colors and stuff like that. So this is settings. Alright. For each setting you want to create a private setting. So say we're gonna create, I don't know, on mouse hover back color. So make it a color. At the start, we'll declare it color dot orchid. Okay. And now for this, we want to create a private. Now I want to create a public color. Public color on mouse hover back color. We want to create. We want to make this. We want to make this setting so you can set it or get the value of it. So get. This is why we made this private one. So we want to return the value of on mouse hover back color, and to set it, we want to set on mouse hover back color equal to the value of this setting. Now we'll go to here and we'll remove that, and we'll place it on mouse hover back color. This is a private color there. So now if you build the project, go to our form, delete that one, place it back there. We can go to here and we can change the on mouse hover back color to whatever we like. So blue, start it, color's now blue. I'm not going to go too much into detail about how to do the rest. You can add as many settings as you want and change as many properties of this as you like. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, share and subscribe.